Hello and welcome to Women's Football 11. Here on this channel I talk about various news related to women's football. Today I am going to discuss about the 2023 Women's World Cup in a nutshell. The 2023 Women's World Cup took place in Australia and New Zealand. 32 teams qualified for the group stage and were divided into 8 groups of 4. The first match was between the host country New Zealand and Norway. Attendance in the opening match was 42,137. Is the highest attendance for a men's or women's football match in New Zealand. The football fans beat Norway to secure their first ever win in a World Cup. The co-host Australia also recorded their highest attendance for a game. 75,784 fans watched the match between Australia and Ireland in Sydney on the opening day. From Group A, Switzerland and Norway qualified for the round of 16. From Group B, Australia and Nigeria. From Group C, Japan and Spain. From Group D, it was England and Denmark. Netherlands and USA qualified from Group E. France and Jamaica from Group F. Sweden and South Africa from Group G. And Colombia and Morocco from Group H. Some of the highlights of the group stage were that Philippines played their first ever World Cup and Sarina Bolden's header helped them to get their first win, that too against one of the host nations, New Zealand. Katie McCabe scored a stunning goal straight from the corner flag against Canada. She became a history maker by scoring Ireland's first ever World Cup goal. Morocco was the first Arab and North African nation to go beyond the group stage and also the only of the 8 debutants to advance. The biggest shockers of the group stage were that the big names such as Brazil, Canada and Germany were knocked out from the group stage. This is for the first time in their history Germany have failed to advance from the group stage. So since 1995, this is for the first time Brazil have knocked out of the Women's World Cup from the group stage. Brazil and Canada going out in the group stage meant that the two football legends Martha and Christine Sinclair played their last World Cup. In the round of 16, Spain thrashed Switzerland scoring 5 goals against them. Netherlands and Japan won comfortably against South Africa and Norway respectively. For the first time there were 3 African nations to qualify for the knockout stage. USA vs Switzerland game was a dramatic one. The game was goalless till extra time and the winner was decided through penalty shootout. Sweden's Lena Hurtig scored the winning penalty which was checked by the VAR and was given goal. The 2 times reigning champions USA were knocked out of the World Cup. The Nigeria vs England match was also decided through penalty shootout. Nigeria were eliminated and England advanced to the quarterfinals. Caitlin Ford and Hayley Raso's goals helped Australia to beat Denmark and qualify for the next round. Colombia made history defeating Jamaica 1-0 and booked their first ever spot in the quarterfinals. Jamaica though have failed to qualify for the next round but left the tournament with their heads held high. The fairy tale of Morocco came to an end as France defeated them and fixed their spot in the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, Spain knocked out the Netherlands and Japan were knocked out by Sweden. In the other 2 matches, Australia defeated France through one of the most dramatic penalty shootout and Colombia were knocked out by England to qualify for the semi-finals. In the semi-final one, Spain's 2 young stars Salma Paralluelo and Olga Carmona took them to the World Cup final, defeating Sweden. And in the second semi-final, England scored 3 goals against Australia to advance to the final. Sam Kerr scored an absolute screamer in that match, but it was not enough to make them qualify for the final. Tildas though couldn't qualify for the final, but they had made a major impact in the Australian football history. The 3rd place match was between Sweden and Australia where Sweden came out victorious and won the bronze medal. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup final was played between Spain and England on 20th August. Spain's captain Olga Carmona gave them the lead in the first half and it was the only goal scored in that match. England failed to convert their chances and as a result Spain became the 2023 World Cup champions. Both the finalists played their first ever World Cup final and England, despite losing the final, had a great run in this tournament. The Lionesses goalkeeper Mary Ars won the Golden Glove. Spain's Aitana Bonmati and Salma Paralluelo won the Golden Ball and Young Player Award respectively. Hinata Miyazawa of Japan won the Golden Boot for scoring 5 goals in this World Cup. This year's World Cup has ended, but we have to keep the momentum going and have to support women's football. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel to watch more videos on women's football.